Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this Channel 28 broadcast of Shrewsbury High School Athletics. I'm Engel, and it is Monday, January 15th. I'm here at North Star Ice Sports, where the boys ice hockey team will take on the Wachusett Mountaineers. Shrewsbury is coming off a solid 4-2 victory last Saturday against Bishop Feehan, in which Liam Quinlivan had his second straight multi-goal game. Liam and the rest of the offense will look to continue their success today against Wachusett after scoring 9 goals in the last 2 games. The Mountaineers have had a very good program for a very long time. Behind only Shrewsbury, Wachusett's current streak of making the playoffs is the second longest in Central Mass. Last season, the Mountaineers finished 14-4-2, earning the 2 seed in the tournament, making it all the way to the district finals before falling to Shrewsbury. But not before they served Shrewsbury their only blemish on last year's schedule, a 3-3 tie right here at North Star. You only have 24 games last season that Shrewsbury didn't win. Shrewsbury hasn't been perfect this season, but they do come into action with a perfect Roy Conference record and look to continue that streak against Wachusett, who goes into action with a 3-1 record overall. Wachusett's Liam Como, a fantastic forward who scored 14 goals and 12 assists last year as a junior, has 12 points so far this season. Forward Kevin Skargerland has 11 points so far as a sophomore, and Shrewsbury will have to shut down both of those players here today. Shrewsbury's all-time record against Wachusett is 44-20-5. And the Colonials will look to improve on that here this afternoon. Shrewsbury High School boys ice hockey is coming up next. We're about ready to get underway here in North Star. Starting lineups are going to be Anthony, Liam, and Tyler Boris for the Colonials, with Connell Persicino back on D with Sam McManus. Shaughnessy's in net, and he comes up from behind the net to play the puck. Persicino picks it up behind the net and plays it all the way around to Tyler Boris. Boris can't handle the puck in the skates, and Wachusett's going to pick it up in the offensive zone. Wachusett with possession of it, goes out to the point. That shot's on net and in. A weird deflection out in front, took a horrible bounce on Shaughnessy, who never had a chance. And 18 seconds in, Wachusett's taking a 1-0 lead here in Westboro. What seemed like a harmless shot from the point, took a weird deflection out in front. Shaughnessy couldn't react to it, and the puck ended up in the back of the net. Wachusett's up here 1-0 early, and the Colonials are going to have to climb uphill now. The Tepper Russo lines out here for Shrewsbury. Tom Belbin lost the puck there, and Wachusett picks it up, brings it up to the offensive zone. Goes off Jack Tepper skating, skips forward. Now James Tepper's going to pick it up. He gains the red line and dumps it in. Jack Tepper, the forechecker down there. He's able to get a stick on that. Russo puts it towards the net, but Wachusett picks it up in front. Wachusett bringing the puck behind the net now. That breakout pass is good. Flip forward as Jack Tepper was on that player, and Tom Belbin will chase it into the defensive zone. Belbin bringing it behind the net. He passes over to James Tepper. Tepper bakes it forward, looking for Cole Russo, but it's too far ahead. Wachusett picks it up. Almost loses the puck there, but they're able to get it forward. Tom Belbin's there to save that. Can't get the puck out, though. Jack Tepper's there. He wins that stick battle and then pushes it forward. Wachusett with possession of it now. They're at their own blue line. They pass it forward. Wachusett now with possession in the offensive zone. Good job of Tom Belbin to poke that away. Tyler Boris supposed to pick it up and leaves it for Anthony. Boris now bringing it outside the zone and across the red line. Coming in on several Wachusett players. Tyler Boris is able to sneak by. He's got it. He centers it. No one's there. Persicino picks it up. He takes a shot. That deflected off out in front. Now Boris is going to pick it up along the sideboards. That was thrown back in by Persicino. Liam chasing after it all the way into the corner. Liam's going to get there. He gets it over to Boris. He goes back to Liam. Liam's shot was blocked. Wachusett gets it. Anthony in the high slot shoots. That goes wide. Liam has it behind the net now. Liam from behind the net looking to make a pass. He goes up for Anthony, gets by him, gets all the way out. Persicino's going to chase it down all the way into the Shrewsbury zone. Persicino loses it. Wachusett picks it up, can't get a shot off. McManus is able to react and get it forward. Now Tyler Boris is going to chase it down. Anthony now has it in the Shrewsbury zone. Anthony across the red line into the offensive zone. Anthony cuts across, he gets a shot, but that goes wide. Ends up with his own rebound. Throws one to the net, and that goes in. That looked like it went off the Wachusett defenseman skate in front and hopped over the goalie's leg. 12:36 left in the first period. We're 1-1 now here in Westboro. 2 weird goals here early on. We're all tied up. That'll go to Anthony Quinlivan. That's his 3rd straight game with a goal. And now the Tepper and Cole Russo line is back up for Shrewsbury with Cam Mullen and Tom Belbin back on D. Jack comes away with the puck over after that face-off, throws one on net. It's played behind. Tyler Boris was given the assist for that goal. Wachusett now tries to flip it out of the zone. Good keep in there by Tom Belbin. James Tepper looks to center up, but no one's there. Wachusett bringing it out of the zone now. This is Como coming up ice with speed. Good job of Cam Mullen, not allowing him to pass by cleanly now. Wachusett still has possession of the puck. Passes back into the corner. Good job of Jack Tepper to block that pass that was looking for the high slot. Belbin has it now. He'll put it behind the net. Jack Tepper's going to get there. He has Cole Russo right in front of him. Tepper's pass just too far ahead of Russo. Wachusett with it now. They look to throw it in. Persicino intercepts that pass, and he has it coming up ice now. Persicino stick handles around a couple players and enters the offensive zone. Persicino coming in on his forehand. Tries to tie the puck up and then just sends it forward looking for Albertson. Wachusett player gets there. They're able to get the puck out of the zone. And now Jack Tepper, the only man back. Wachusett has it. It's a great job of Jack Tepper to react to that. He's able to get in the way of that shot. Wachusett can't get anything going on that 2-on-1. Puck's lost in the neutral zone now. Persicino will throw it all the way in. And now Danny Holloway and Drew Albertson are going to chase it into the offensive zone. Sam O'Connor, the other forward out there for the Colonials right now. Wachusett has it behind the net. Wachusett flips it out. McManus can't quite reach it. Back ref's arm is up, and icing is the call. Almost 4 minutes here into the first period. We're tied at 1 here in Westboro between the Colonials and the Mountaineers. O'Connor, Albertson, and Holloway still out there for Shrewsbury. Persicino's back on D with McManus. O'Connor comes away with it after the face-off. On his forehand, he throws it on net. Good job of Wachusett goalie Jackson King able to swallow that up easily. There'll be another face-off right in front of him in the Shrewsbury zone. As Cam Troyle comes on to play defense for Shrewsbury. Face-off was tied up there. It's in the corner now behind the net. Wachusett can't get a good piece of it. Now O'Connor comes away with it. He gets it out to McManus at the point. McManus walks it over, gets a shot. Wachusett was able to block that, and now O'Connor with it behind the net. Loses it momentarily, but picks it back up. Sends it back for Albertson. Albertson with possession of the puck. He looks for O'Connor on the give and go. Can't handle the pass. McManus is there to keep it in, though, and now O'Connor is going to get there. O'Connor steals that one away. He has it now. O'Connor back down for Albertson. Albertson went to throw it back to O'Connor. Sam McManus had to reach for it. Couldn't keep it in, but was able to stop it from coming all the way down. Now Wachusett has possession of it inside their zone. There's a bad pass there. Now Tyler Boris will pick it up just inside the Shrewsbury zone. He gives it over to McManus, who sends it up for Liam. Liam's shot got deflected. Wachusett gets there, puts it back in the corner. Liam lost the battle for the puck, and now Tyler Boris will chase the player with it into the corner. Wachusett can't get a good breakout going, and so this line's able to forecheck and keep the puck inside the zone. No forwards on this side, though, so Wachusett will be able to take it out. Good job of Tom Belbin able to stop that pass and throw it back in. Tyler Boris bats that one out of the air, is able to put it into the zone where Anthony's going to pick it up just outside the blue line. Anthony stick handles around one player, gets it to Liam. Liam gives it back to Anthony. Anthony goes over looking for Tyler Boris. It was in his skates and goes into the corner. Wachusett wins the race to it. Good job there of Fleonis to be able to keep that in. Fleonis still digging for the puck. Wachusett gets it, flips it out of the zone, but Tyler Boris is there to pick it up. Tyler Boris, long pass over to Anthony. Anthony got a stick on it, but couldn't receive the pass, and now it's dumped all the way in. Tyler Boris wins the race to it, sends it out in front, but nobody's there, and Wachusett has it coming up ice now. That's Liam Coleman that flipped it in. Tom Belbin's going to chase after it. Belbin wins the race to the puck. He sends it behind the net for Fleonis. Fleonis banks it out for Jack Tepper. Tepper has it now on the sideboards. He's going to bank it ahead for Liam. Liam has it. He gets around one player. He's got Cole Russo on his right. Liam pushes it ahead where Russo's going to pick it up behind the net. He goes back for Liam. Liam's behind the net. Jack comes. He flips it up. Jackson King holding his ground there. The puck is loose. The whistle is blown. There's 8:47 here remaining in the first period in Westboro. We're tied at 1. And the faceoff should stay inside the Wachusett zone. Puck coming into the neutral zone. Ref saying that the net was off. Now Jack Tepper will take a face-off. He wins it forward. Wachusett gets it out. Persicino has it there. He gets it over to his partner, Mullen. Mullen's going to throw it all the way in where it's being chased down by James Tepper. Tepper doesn't win the race to the puck, but he does win the battle. Now Jack Tepper picks it up. He's behind the net. He sends it up for Russo. Wachusett's stick was there to hit it away. Persicino's going to pick it up and send it back in for James. Tepper gets it over. Goes up, Wachusett's skate in front. And now Persicino and Mullen have to chase it back to the Shrewsbury zone. Mullen picks it up. Goes DDD over to Persicino. Persicino's pass goes ahead to Jack Tepper. He was able to get a stick on it and then get it farther and deeper. He's going to chase after it now. It's up there to slow it down for James. James picks it up. He makes a move to the net, gets stripped. Now Wachusett's able to clear it out. Jack Tepper has it, loses it. And now Persicino has it. Persicino just enters the zone, flips it forward. Persicino still chasing after it. Goes all the way around where Jack Tepper's going to win the race to the puck. Jack Tepper runs over one player. Still a loose puck down there. Cole Russo couldn't quite get there, and now Wachusett has it coming away. Russo able to hit that one away, and a good keep in there. That was James Tepper manning the point. Wachusett goes to the clear. Persicino picks up the point. He takes a shot. That goes wide and comes all the way around. McManus is going to keep it in down there on his backhand. And now James Tepper has it. He gets to Persicino. Persicino shoots right into the chest of Wachusett goalie Jackson King. 7:26 here remaining in the first. We're still tied at 1. Some good pressure there by the Colonials, who never seem to get a good opportunity to shoot the puck on net. Persicino finally got one, had a minor screen, put one right into the goalie's chest though. And now Peter Belvin will take the face-off here with Sam O'Connor on his left and Connor Delaney on his right. Wachusett comes away with the puck and they're coming up ice now. They try to put it forward. Wachusett's going to get there. Pat Shaughnessy was able to come out, stick with the player who tried to make a move around him. Player never got a good shot on net. Shaughnessy was able to make the easy save. McManus was able to get a piece of that dump at a time. Now Delaney's going to chip it out. Good job there. McManus able to stand up that player. Now Shrewsbury coming out with it. That pass was off of Wachusett's skate, but Delaney's going to pick it up and fire it in after crossing the red line. Now Peter Belbin, the forechecker, in there on the one Wachusett defenseman. Belbin digging for the puck. Wachusett wins the battle, and they clear it all the way around. Anthony's there. Anthony gets a piece of that. Attempt to chip it out, and he throws it back in. Anthony and Tyler Boris, the forecheckers. And that'll get cleared all the way down by Wachusett. That should be a nice 6:30 remaining here in the first period. We're tied at 1. There was a scary moment there before where Wachusett had the 2-on-1. Got chipped forward, and that player had a minor breakaway, but a good job of Shaughnessy to come out, take the angle, and stick with that player. It'll be Fleonis and Persicino at the point. Anthony, Liam, and Tyler Boris here as forwards for Shrewsbury. Anthony set to take the offensive zone face-off. He's able to win it for for Liam, sorry. Liam gets a shot, but that goes high after being deflected. Tyler Boris couldn't win the race to it. Fleonis able to keep it in, but now Wachusett has it coming out. Player lost the puck, tries to put it ahead. Wachusett's going to be able to dump it all the way in. Liam's going to pick it up. He's behind the net with it now. Liam's able to blow by that player. He's coming up ice with it. Liam sends it ahead for Anthony. Anthony brings it just inside the zone. He looks far for Tyler Boris. Pass got slowed down by a Wachusett defenseman. Tyler Boris never got to it. Jackson King was able to put a glove on it. Just under 6 minutes remaining here in the first period. It's going to be another offensive zone face-off for Shrewsbury. Quinn Levins and Tyler Boris are staying on the ice for the Colonials. Defensemen are going to be Mike Walton and Tom Belbin. Anthony wins that one forward, and Tyler Boris has it. He goes back to Walton. Walton loses it now. Wachusett's coming up ice with it. So 1-on-1 coming in on Tom Belbin. Tom Belbin sticks with that player. Shots on that. Shaughnessy was easily able to handle that one. Good job by Tom Belbin on that 1-on-1, and a good job by Shaughnessy to make the easy save. Now Anthony will take a face-off in the defensive zone. Wachusett wins that face-off, and they throw it in. Anthony's going to win the race to it in the corner. Stick handles for one play, then gets it to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris, far pass for Liam Quinlivan. Liam is up with it, looks to give it back to Boris. Wachusett has it, and they're able to chip it out of the zone. Liam handles it in the neutral zone and chips it back in. Now Wachusett has it in their own zone. Tyler Boris forechecking hard. That gets chipped out. Tom Belbin skated by it. Now Wachusett has it coming up in a 2-on-2. Liam's back. Good back check there by Liam Quinlivan, was able to get a piece of that shot. Now Jack Tepper's on that player. Mike Walton's able to check him down. Now Jack Tepper has possession coming out of the zone. He gets up to Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris Can't quite get in the red line, but is able to dish it over to Jack Tepper. Jack Tepper coming around with it now. He looks to go back to Russo. Oh, sorry, that's James Tepper. Russo forechecking now. Won the battle, but the second player was there to help the Wachusett. Good keep in there, but Wachusett comes away with it, and they have it coming out of the zone now. Wachusett still coming up right to it now on a 2-on-2. They shoot. That got a piece of Persicino's leg and went up. And that clear attempt went up and over the boards. 4:40 remaining here in the first period. It's the Tepper-Russo lineup for Shrewsbury right now. And that puck's still going to be inside the Shrewsbury zone. Jack Tepper won that face-off back. Cam Mullen hits the head. Wachusett has it before Russo was able to slap it away. Cam Mullen was able to intercept that pass. Behind the net now, Wachusett has possession of it. Stick handles for one player, tries to send it forward. Got blocked. James Tepper was able to push it too far ahead of himself, but did get the puck out of the zone. Wachusett has it now in the defensive zone. Engel for the long pass. Jack Tepper ends up with it. Chips it off the boards to himself, too far ahead of himself. Now Wachusett racing for it in the neutral zone. James Tepper was able to hit it over to Jack. Jack enters the zone with it now. He's on his backhand. He makes a move to the net. He stumbles. James Tepper picks it up. He's in the slot. And a great save there by Jackson King on James Tepper on the slot. Just over 4 minutes here remaining in the first period. We're still tied at 1. Phenomenal opportunity for James Tepper. He made a nice shot, but a phenomenal save by Jackson King. Holloway and Albertson in the wings for Sam O'Connor now. McManus and Tom Belbin back on D. O'Connor won that face-off. Holloway lost it. Now McManus jumps up to keep it in. Just that's in the corner. They throw it all the way around. Belbin was able to get the keep. Just hops out. Wachusett has it now. McManus gets tied up, and now Wachusett coming into the zone. Saved easily there by Shaughnessy with 3:40 remaining here in the first. Face-off will be inside the Colonial zone. Another face-off win there for Sam O'Connor. Wachusett wins the race to it though, and then it gets kicked ahead to the corner. O'Connor's going to get that quick in the head for Holloway. Holloway has it now, and he gives it up to Albertson. It gets by both Albertson and the defenseman. It comes all the way into the Wachusett zone. Wachusett's going to win the race to it, but gets by O'Connor, but Holloway's able to block that pass. Holloway has it behind the net. He gets it up to the point. Tom Belbin works on the shot, but then he's able to get it back down to Holloway, who leaves it for Albertson. Albertson battling for the puck in the corner. Gives it over to O'Connor. O'Connor sends it back down for Albertson. Wachusett gets there. They throw it ahead, but a good job there by O'Connor to keep it in. O'Connor pokes it away. Can't stick handle around that player. And then Wachusett has it coming up ice now. Player gets by McManus, but he's all alone. They can sit down. Shaughnessy comes out. He plays the puck forward. That Wachusett player couldn't handle it, and now it's out of the zone. Wachusett throws it back in, but McManus is able to get a piece of it. Wachusett throws it all the way into the corner. Tom Belbin's going to get there. He has it behind the net now with 2.5 minutes left remaining in the first period. Belbin tips it up to Holloway. Holloway head looking to Tyler Boris. Too far ahead of him. Wachusett gets it. Anthony leaves that for Tyler Boris. He's going to throw it all the way in. So line change now is Tyler, Anthony, and Liam are all out there for Shrewsbury. That got pushed ahead, but Persicino's going to get there. He has time to make a play. Persicino with a long pass up to Liam. Liam has it now in the offensive zone. He shoots. Great stick save there by Jackson King. Anthony's going to get the rebound. His shot is blocked. Good keep in there. No hand pass. Now Anthony has it. Anthony stick handling around. He sends it over for Liam. That almost got tipped in by a Wachusett stick. Liam on that player, and now Wachusett has it coming out of the zone. Wachusett gets by. Now there's a 2-on-1. Tyler Boris is there for the back check. Persicino was able to poke that one away. Tyler Boris is now coming out of the defensive zone. He passes far side to Liam. Liam enters the offensive zone now. He's got Tyler Boris behind him and Anthony way over on his left. Liam comes around, takes it all the way around the net. He's looking over for Tyler Boris. Boris didn't have a stick on the ground. Leonis is going to have to race in to push that one forward. Wachusett with the puck now. They're going to flip it out. Tyler Boris is going to glove that one down. Boris has it. He passes it out for Anthony. Anthony moves around one player, lost the puck though. He had Liam on the 2-on-1 now. Wachusett has it coming out. Leonis is there. That shot from too far away. Shaughnessy had an easy time making that save. Minute 5 left here in the first period. The faceoff is going to come back into the Shrewsbury zone. Great opportunity there for the Quinlevins. Anthony had Liam, looked to make the pass, but he just lost the puck. And now it's Tepper and Russo out for Shrewsbury. Wachusett wins that faceoff. It's going to defenseman skates though. He gets to throw it back in where Jack Tepper's going to pick it up. Tepper leaves it to Tom Belden. Belden gets it up to Russo. Russo hits it forward. No ice as the puck went through the Wachusett defenseman skates, and now Russo's on that player on the forecheck. Battling for the puck in the corner are both Teppers and Russo. James Tepper comes away with it. He's behind the net with it now, looking to make a play. He tries to get up to Tom Belden. Wachusett got a piece of the pass. Belden was able to get there and give it back down to Tepper. Tepper trying to pin the puck in. Comes up to Tom Belden. Belden gets a shot. That goes wide. James Tepper tried to get a tip on it, but it hit the side of the net. Belden picks it back up, gives it back to Tepper. Tepper has it now again behind the net. Tries to push it out in front. Ends up with Jack Tepper. Tepper takes the shot. That goes high. Good pressure here by this line. That's going to come all the way around. Mullen's able to keep that in momentarily. Still digging for it as Mullen with two Wachusett players. Wachusett still hasn't gotten it clear. Just a few seconds now, Wachusett gets it out, and that'll do it for the first period. We're all tied up at 1 here, after 1 here in Westboro between Wachusett and Shrewsbury. We'll be back in a minute for the second period. We're ready to get it over here in the second period. It'll be Quinlivan and Boris starting for the Colonials in the second period. Persicino and McManus are back on D. Okay, so going back to Persicino, who banks it forward. Anthony has it now. He gives it on Boris. Boris shoots, goes off King's helmet. It's loose now. Anthony gets it over to Liam. Liam takes a shot, but that goes wide, and Persicino's going to pick it up at the point. Persicino flips it back in for Boris. Boris loses it. Wachusett able to get the puck out of the zone. Good step up there by McManus. And then he's able to chip it back in. Anthony, the forechecker on it. Just clears it around. Now the Boris has it. He skates it out of the slot. That takes a weird bounce in front. Goalie's able to swipe it away. Now Wachusett's going to pick it up. They bake it forward. Persicino's able to stop that from getting past him. Did get out of the zone though. Wachusett has it now. They put it into the zone, but Tom Belden has it. Belden gets it up to Anthony. Anthony goes to the pass and loses the puck, and now Tom Belden's going to chase it back into the Shrewsbury zone. Belden behind the net with it. He gives over to Persicino. Persicino goes back to Belden. Belden moves up to Anthony Quinlivan. Quinlivan goes far for Kyle Boris. Boris gets the pass. Can't get by that player, and they're going to chip it out. Persicino's unable to stop that one, and Tom Belden has to chase it down now. Belden's going to win the race to it. He clears it around for Jack Tepper. Tepper fires it all the way back around. That's going to go all the way and get out of the zone. And icing is the call. That'll come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Tepper, and Russo, the forwards out for Shrewsbury right now. Tom Belden and Cam Mullen are back on D. Jack Tepper's able to win that face-off to himself. He can't clear it all the way out. Wachusett gets a shot. Shaughnessy is easily able to play that one. Plays it to the side. Wachusett gets there. And on the second attempt, Shaughnessy covers it. I think Shaughnessy wanted to play that puck. Thought he had a defenseman right there, but a Wachusett player ended up winning the race to the puck. Minute and a half here gone on the second period. Still tied at 1. Jack Tepper again will take the face-off inside his own zone. Tepper able to win that one to the side. He comes away with it. He's able to get it out of the zone. Loses the puck, but Belden's there to push it forward. James Tepper carries it in off sides. Puts it back in. Wachusett has it now inside their own zone. He passed it ahead. Good job James Tepper to get a piece of that, and then James Tepper got a piece of that pass too. Tom Belden was able to break that up and then push that forward. Got it up to James. And then it gets pushed back in. Never left the zone, so Wachusett's onside right now. They shoot. That shot goes wide. That'll come all the way out of the zone where Wachusett's going to pick it up. Russo able to get a piece of that and push it forward. James tries to leave it over to Jack. Ends up back on James' stick. He tries to stick handle around that player. Russo steps up, and now Wachusett has it coming up on a 2-on-2. That player goes offsides. Good job of Cam Mullen to stick with that player as he tried to stick handle around him, and the other player went offsides. Faceoff's going to come out to the neutral zone. It's going to be taken by Peter Belbin. Or Sam O'Connor's going to take this faceoff. Peter Belbin's going to play the wing right now with Danny Holloway over on the left. Faceoff's a tie. Wachusett's going to eventually come away with it. That player lost the puck though. Holloway's going to push it forward. Wachusett comes back with it and dumps it into the corner where it's going to be chased down by Cleonis. Cleonis goes DDD over to Persicino. Persicino with a breakout pass over to Holloway who lost the puck. Dump back in. Persicino pushes it forward, but Wachusett's there at the point. They throw it, and that one's on net, but Shaughnessy easily able to field that one. There'll be another defensive zone draw for the Colonials. O'Connor's going to take this one. Peter Belbin comes away with it. He gets tripped up. No penalty call. Peter Belbin's able to push the puck forward. He goes in ahead of it though, the laid offsides. Wachusett carries it out of the zone. That player lost the puck though. Good back check there by Holloway. Wachusett's got it. And they're going to dump it in. Leonis couldn't quite get there, so Persicino's going to chase it back. Persicino with a backhand pass around for Peter Belbin. Belbin has it. He's going to chip it ahead for O'Connor. O'Connor has it. He takes it across the red line and dumps it in. Behind the net now. O'Connor couldn't quite win the race to it, so Wachusett has it. He's trying to get the clear. Good stop there by Leonis. Leonis gets a shot on that. The rebound's there. Played to the side by Wachusett. Tyler Boris has it now. He loses the puck and Wachusett has it behind the net. Tyler Boris on that player who pushes it forward. Leonis there. He fires one into the other corner. And Wachusett's going to go for the ice. That'll go all the way down. That's going to come all the way back into the Wachusett zone, where Anthony Kulivan's going to take the face-off with Tyler Boris and Ian Kulivan on each side of him. Defensemen on the ice right now for Shrewsbury are Tom Belbin and Sam McManus. Anthony ties up his man. Wachusett's going to get to the puck though. Can't get a clean breakout pass. Tom Belbin's able to get there and push it forward. Tyler Boris is going to dump it in where it's going to be chased down by Liam. Liam was the race to it. Was off the net to himself. Loses the puck though, and now Wachusett has it coming up. That pass ahead now. Wachusett has a 3-on-2 coming into the zone. Tom Belbin sticking with that player. He keeps the puck. He's still got it now. Makes a move to the net. They got it in the slot. Good save there by Shaughnessy. Now it's in the corner. Sam McManus chasing after it. McManus places his man, but Wachusett has it behind the net. Good job of Tom Belbin to hit the puck away from the center of the net. Good stump back in. McManus gets there. Lost the puck down. Now it's out in front. It slaps forward. That shot goes high and wide. Wachusett's going to win the race to it. Good step up there by McManus. And now Tom Belbin trying to tie up that man. That gets pushed out in front, and Shaughnessy's going to get there, get the glove on it. 10:30 remaining here in the second period. Good offensive zone pressure for Wachusett there, but we're still tied at 1 here at North Star. Tepper Russo coming into the edge for the Colonials. It'll be Persicino and Cam Mullen back on D. Tepper wins it forward. It was hopping over Mullen's stick, but then James Tepper comes away with it. He gets by one player who's able to fish the puck in front of him. They can't get it out though. Jack Tepper kicks it back in. Wachusett's able to get out of the zone, but Cole Russo picks it up. Russo tips it ahead, and now Jack Tepper chasing after it. Wachusett banks it ahead, but Cam Mullen has it. He shoots from the point. That goes wide. Cole Russo is going to win the race to it. He leaves it there for James, but Wachusett comes away with the puck there, and Wachusett now has it. It's going to break out of the zone. They flip it forward, but James Tepper's going to get there. He picks it up, tries to throw it back in. Goes off the body, and then Jack Tepper gloves it forward. Wachusett comes back away with it and dumps it back in the zone where Cam Mullen's going to pick it up. Cam Mullen now with the puck. He goes over to Persicino. Persicino just banks it ahead. Icing was the call with just over 9.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be O'Connor, Albertson, and Delaney on the ice for Shrewsbury, with Tom Belbin and Fleonis back on D. O'Connor's set to take the face off. Wachusett's going to win it. Gets out of the zone though, so Wachusett has to regroup in the neutral zone. They go DDD, and O'Connor able to get a piece of that pass. He intercepts it and then dumps it in. O'Connor chasing after it now. He's going to win the race to it. Delaney gets it over for Albertson. Wachusett comes away with that. Wachusett now has it. And they're coming up ice. The corner got a piece of that, but Wachusett maintains possession. They go for the long pass. That's complete. Wachusett coming in. Player's got a shot. He shoots and scores. Great pass by Liam Como. He gets over to Kevin Scargill, and he's able to put one over Sean's gloves to make it 2-1 Wachusett with 9:09 remaining here in the second period. Quinlivan and Boris come out for the Colonials. It'll be McManus and Persicino back at defense. Anthony wins the face-off to himself. Across the red line, he dumps it in. Tyler Boris chasing him all the way into the opposite corner. Boris wins the battle. He gets it over to Liam. Liam looking for Anthony, but he wasn't in the spot yet. Wachusett gets out of the zone, but Persicino's got it. Persicino goes over for Liam, who chips it ahead. Tyler Boris racing after it now. Wachusett's able to get out of the zone. Persicino has it with time. He gets it ahead for Anthony. Anthony leaves it for Boris, and Boris puts it ahead to Liam. Liam comes to the zone, loses it momentarily, but picks the puck back up. He circles around, he shoots. No goals, the call. The ref says it hit the post and ended up back under the back of the goalie. Goalie was on the goal line, but the ref says the puck never crossed. 8.5 minutes remaining in the second period, still 2-1 Wachusett. It'll still be Quinlivan, and Boris for the Colonials, with McManus and Persicino back on defense. Wachusett wins that face-off. They're going to fire it all the way around. Persicino's on that man, able to keep the puck in play. With Persicino tying up that man, the ref will blow the whistle. The puck's going to stay inside the zone. Anthony Sipp taking offensive zone face-off now. Wachusett wins that one, but Anthony's still digging for it. Anthony gets it. He fires one on that. Tyler Boris gets the second effort. Goes towards the net, but into the corner. Liam gets there. Leaves it Boris. Wachusett comes away with it. They try to flip it out. Initially kept in by McManus, but then sent out on the second try. Then it's tipped ahead for Anthony. Anthony coming into the zone with it now. He gets it on one player. He makes a move to the net. Gets it ahead. His backhand is saved, and then it gets cleared around. Persicino gets there. He's going to fire it back in. Gets it for Anthony. Anthony makes a move to the net. Wachusett gets it. Almost kept in there by McManus. McManus played over to Persicino. Persicino's going to dump it all the way in. Delayed offsides for Shrewsbury. Ref says it's still a delayed offsides. And then it's touched. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone now. It's 7.5 minutes remaining in the second period. Go! Jack Tepper's going to take his face-off with James on his left and Phil Russo on his right. Leonis and Tom Belden back on D. Wachusett wins that face-off forward. Leonis gets it out, can't get it forward. Phil Russo's able to tap it just a little far ahead. Leonis digging for it, but Wachusett's going to come away with it. They pass it out. That shot goes wide. Jack Tepper's going to get there now. Jack Tepper has the puck. Tepper gets chucked down. Now James Tepper has it. James Tepper enters the zone. Tries to stick handle row one player. Another player's there to kick it away. Now Wachusett has it coming up ice. Wachusett coming up on a 2-on-2 now. Tom Belden's able to poke that one away. James Tepper tries to give it Jack. Wachusett gets it and they dump it back in. Tom Belden chasing after it now. He pushes it forward. Wachusett's able to keep it in the zone. So Russo has it now. Russo fires it behind the net. James Tepper can't chip it out. Leonis gets a piece of it there, but Wachusett's able to keep it in. That puck goes up and out of play. There are 6.5 minutes remaining here in the second period. The face-off looks like it's going to come outside the Shrewsbury zone. It'll be a neutral zone face-off for Quinlivan, and Boris. Persicino and McManus back on D right now for Shrewsbury. Anthony wins it forward, but Wachusett has it. They try to dump it in, but Tyler Boris gets a piece of that. Anthony has it, and he'll fire it in. Tyler Boris chasing after it now. Tyler Boris going to win the race to it behind the net. Gives it over for Anthony, gets by him, but McManus picks it up to the point. Gets it back to Boris. It was in his skates. Boris couldn't actually get a hold of it, and it's going to dump all the way back down where Persicino's going to pick it up inside the Shrewsbury zone. Persicino ahead for Liam. Persicino's going to pick it back up. Trying to fly by that player. Loses the puck. Wachusett has it now. They clear it around, but McManus is there at the point. McManus fires it back in. Wachusett in possession of it now inside their own zone. They try to flip it out. Anthony got a piece of it with his glove, but Wachusett picked it back up, and now they're coming into the zone. That dumping attempt is on Shaughnessy, but he plays it to the side. McManus gets it up for Anthony. Now Anthony moves around one player. He's coming up on a 2-on-2 with Tyler Boris. Anthony has it. Got the stick around one player too many. Loses the puck. Good job of Tyler Boris to get a piece of that, though. Cam Mullen from the point. Gets it back to Anthony. Anthony moves around one player. He goes over for Liam. That shot wasn't on net. Liam still has the puck, though. Able to get around that player. Liam has the puck coming into the high slot. Then spinning around, gets got for Tyler Boris. Boris goes out to the point, looks for Cam Mullen. Pass is too far out, though. Going to come all the way back down to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy passes it over ahead to Persicino. And then it's put to Tyler Boris. Liam couldn't quite win the race to it. Great job by that Wachusett player getting all the way back, able to beat Liam with the puck. O'Connor ties up that man now, but a second Wachusett player is up to take the puck out of the zone. 5 minutes here remaining in the second period. Wachusett bringing the puck up ice now. They enter the offensive zone. It's poked away by Persicino. Now O'Connor has it, and O'Connor coming up ice. O'Connor chips it in. No ice, and Danny Holloway's going to win that battle. Holloway leaves it for O'Connor. O'Connor digging for it. Peter Belbin is able to get a stick on that and then dump it back in. Wachusett here has possession of the puck inside the own zone. Cam Mullen stepped up on that player who chipped it out, and Persicino's going to chase it back just inside his own blue line. Persicino passes it ahead to Peter Belbin, who chipped it forward. Wachusett with possession of it, dumps it in. Almost took a weird hop and ended up in the net. Shaughnessy went to play it. Good job, Persicino was there to get a piece of it. Peter Belbin battling for the puck there along the boards now. James Tepper's there to help. Persicino comes away with it behind the pile and dumps it in with 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. Wachusett's going to win the race. Wachusett breaks out of the zone now. Jack Tepper's able to pick that off, though, and kick it back in. Wachusett's able to kick it out of the zone. Delayed offsides here for Shrewsbury. Wachusett's able to dump it in. Tom Belbin's going to chase it down inside his own zone. Wachusett wins that battle for the puck, and they have it now in the corner. Wachusett looking to cycle down low. McManus tying up that player right now. Pass comes around. Wachusett's going to pick it up at the point. Dumping goes all the way around. James Tepper's going to win the race to it along the sideboards. James Tepper picks it up. Goes for the toss ahead to Russo. Then Belbin gets it ahead to Jack Tepper. Now Jack Tepper has it coming into the zone. Jack Tepper leaves it to James. James for the shot. Looks for the first shot. The second one's blocked. James Tepper comes away with it, though. He's looking ahead for Russo. Couldn't quite get there, and then it gets out of the zone. McManus has it. He's going to dump it back in. That's going to come all the way around with Jack Tepper racing after it. Tepper's able to win the race for it. Wachusett comes away with it, though, when they have it behind the net. That clearing attempt gets out of the zone. Belbin looks to put it back in. It goes up to Wachusett's taken out of play. 2:48 remaining here in the second period. And it'll be a center ice face-off as Quinlivan, and Boris come back onto the ice for the Colonials. It's Leonis and Persicino back on D. Liam's able to hit that one forward. It's on net, and Jackson King has to play it over to the corner. Liam's on that man. Tyler Boris gets there. He looks throwing out in front, but Wachusett's skate got in the way. Wachusett's able to try to get that out. Leonis gets there, but they're able to ship it by. Persicino racing after it now. Persicino tries to hit it ahead. Intercepted by Wachusett. Now Wachusett has it in the Shrewsbury zone. That pass a little too far ahead of that player. Persicino's able to get a stick on it. And that attempt out to the front of the net is only picked up by Leonis. And it's shipped out, but Wachusett's able to get a glove on it. Good hit there by Quinlivan. Tyler Boris picks it up in the neutral zone. Tyler Boris coming up ice with it now. He enters the offensive zone. Takes the shot, then takes it wide. Goes back to Liam in the high slot. He misses it. Persicino gets it. He shoots. Sent back up front by Quinlivan. Then it's going to get cleared all the way down. That should go for a nice 1:53 remaining here in the first period. It'll still be Quinlivan, and Boris on the ice for Shrewsbury as they take an offensive zone face-off with Leonis and Persicino back on D. Tom Belbin comes up to zone tunnel. Persicino with the point. As Anthony Bearsounds take the offensive zone draw. Anthony ties up his man. Liam couldn't get that though, and now Wachusett has it. They're coming out of the zone. Good job, Persicino, to send that one back. Persicino pushes that one ahead for Anthony. Liam digging for it now. On his backhand, he gets up to Tyler Boris, passes him the skates though. Wachusett gets it. They put it into the zone, but Persicino's there. He sends it up for Anthony right away. Anthony now with time and space. Stick handles row one player, carries it into the zone. Wachusett has it in their own zone. They're coming around. And Liam Quinlivan getting called for a penalty now as he pushed the player down from behind. Cross-checking is the call, and with 1:17 remaining in the second period, Wachusett's going to go to the power play. The first penalty for either side today. With that penalty, the puck's going to come all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Jack Tepper out to kill the penalty with Cole Russo. Tom Belbin is still out there with Donald Persicino. Jack Tepper's able to win that faceoff. He gets it. He's able to get it out of the zone. Doesn't go all the way down, but it does get out of the zone, so Wachusett has to regroup. Dump in attempt is on Shaughnessy, so he's able to play it over to Persicino. Persicino's able to get the dump in all the way down. Cole Russo for checking here on the penalty kill. Goalie plays that too far ahead for one player, but another picks it up. Cole Russo looks to cut him off. Good job by Cole Russo. Russo's able to put it back into the corner. Russo, great job taking the angle there and then winning the race to the puck. Wachusett now coming up ice with it. Jack Tepper got a piece of that pass, and then Belbin was able to clear it forward. Wachusett has it now. They unwisely dump it in. Tom Belbin now has time to make a play. Tom Belbin leaves it over to Persicino. Persicino wasn't ready for it. Now Wachusett's going to win the race to it. Persicino trying to tie up that man. Wachusett comes away with it. They stick it all around. They get it out to the point. Great job, Jack Tepper there to get the piece of that pass. That comes out of the zone. Now Wachusett has to come out of the zone and regroup. Jack Tepper able to get a piece of that, and then Persicino's able to clear it forward. Just 12 seconds here remaining in the period. Wachusett coming up ice, but too slowly. Only 3 seconds now. Tom Belbin will just eat the puck against the boards. And that'll do it for the second period here in Westboro. It's 2-1 Mountaineers. The Colonials will be shorthanded for another 44 seconds when we come back to the third. We're about ready to go here in the third period. The Colonials trail Wachusett 2-1. Wachusett's going to have 44 seconds on the power play to start the period. Jack Tepper's able to slap that one forward, and we're underway in the third. Wachusett coming up ice with it now. Anthony and Jack Tepper are the penalty killing forwards right now off the Colonials. Persicino's going to pick that one up. Tom Belbin is his partner right now on the PK. That's cleared all the way down, and Jack Tepper's in on it. Wachusett bringing it up into the zone. Behind the goal line now, the player almost lost the puck. Moves it down low, then they work it back up. Banks it up to the point. Only a couple seconds left remaining on the penalty. That one gets forward. Player got the rebound. Thought it was behind the net. The Liam Quinlivan penalty is over, and he's on the ice now. Jack Tepper's able to get forward on that person. Jack Tepper moves it up to Liam. Now Liam has it. Liam gets by that player. Just around another. Lost the puck though. He's fighting for it. Gets it up to Anthony. Anthony shoots. Rebound was there, but a good save there by Jackson King, who got the leg out. Now it's cleared all the way out. McManus is going to pick it up. McManus goes over to Persicino. Persicino gets it up to Anthony. Anthony gets by. He goes up to Liam. Liam at the high slot shoots. That goes wide. Anthony's going to get the rebound. He goes out to McManus, but McManus couldn't handle it, and that's going to go all the way down. Shaughnessy is going to have to play that one, as the Wachusett player is going to be the first one to get there. Shaughnessy played a weird bank. Persicino's able to get there, get up to Liam. Liam couldn't handle the pass though. Now Tyler Boris to chase it down. Wachusett player was able to hit that one forward. Good hit there by Liam, who stood that player up in center ice. And then Wachusett clears it all the way down. Tom Belbin's going to get there. Tom Belbin looking over for James Tepper, but that pass was too far ahead. After it's cleared back in, Tom Belbin will get it. He took ahead for James Tepper. And then Tepper gets up to Liam. Liam coming on up ice with it now. He's on a 2-on-1 with Tyler Boris. It's ahead, gets back to Liam and scores. Liam to Tyler Boris to give it back to Liam. Liam put it into the open net, and we're tied here in Westboro. A minute 57 here into the third period, and it's 2-2. It'll be Tepper, and Russo out for Shrewsbury. McManus and Tom Belbin are back on defense. Wachusett wins that face-off, and James Tepper is able to intercept that. He pushes it ahead, too far ahead though. Goalie tries to push it ahead. Jack Tepper's able to get a piece of it though. Caruso on the rebound attempt, put it in. Then it's going to get cleared all the way down. And that's an ice. The puck's going to come all the way back down to the Shrewsbury zone. James Tepper also given the assist on that last goal. And he's still on the ice with Jack and Russo. Still McManus and Tom Belbin back on the point, and Jack Tepper gets set to take an offensive zone faceoff. Wachusett wins that one. Can't come away with it clean though. Now James Tepper has it. He walks it over. He shoots. That goes high. Tom Belbin racing for it now. He's able to keep it in. Jack Tepper's going to get it. He tries to leave it for James, but James wasn't quite there. Wachusett has it. They're able to get the puck out of the zone. Now a 2-on-1 coming in on McManus. That's off. That shot. Great save there by Shaughnessy. Wachusett has it. Jack Tepper's able to send that man down. And a delayed penalty here coming. Wachusett trying to get the extra skater. Shrewsbury gets the touch. And an elbowing call coming here on Shrewsbury with 12:17 remaining in the third period. McManus enters the box, and it's going to be another penalty kill here for Shrewsbury. Anthony and Liam out as forwards. Cam Mullen is joining Connell Persicino on the penalty kill. Anthony up the top his man, but Wachusett comes away with it. They get it over, but that player couldn't handle the pass. Wachusett cycling the puck down low. Make a move to the net. He's right there. Great job by Shaughnessy. He was able to kick the leg out. And now Anthony has it coming up ice. Anthony's going to push it forward to himself and take on 3 Wachusett Mountaineers. Wachusett coming up ice with it now. They enter the zone. Anthony was there to pick that one up. It was thrown out in front, but no Wachusett players were there. And then it gets cleared all the way down where it's going to be chased by Liam. Goalie plays it around. Liam still chasing after it. He's able to get a piece of it. Wachusett loses possession of it. Persicino tries to push it ahead. And now he has possession of it. He goes back to Liam. And then Liam's going to get the clear all the way down. A minute gone on this penalty, a minute left. Tyler Boris now in on the forecheck. Tyler Boris comes away with it. He tries to move to the net. He gets a shot. Easily saved there by Jackson King. And now Wachusett has it coming up out of the zone. Cam Mullen's able to force that pass. And then Jack Tepper's able to get out of the zone. Push back in, but Connell Persicino now has it. And he fires it all the way down. Just 30 seconds here remaining on the penalty to Sam McManus. Jack Tepper, the forechecker, on the penalty kill. Jack Tepper was able to block that pass and keep it in the zone. Tyler Boris on that. Now Jack Tepper has it. Great forecheck here by Boris and Jack Tepper. Tepper shoots. That got deflected and went up into the netting. 16 seconds remaining here on the Sam McManus penalty. And the referee indicating that that puck will indeed come out of the zone. It'll be Jack and James Tepper here on the penalty kill for Shrewsbury. It'll be Cleonis and Tom Belbin, the defense back. That just went ahead offsides, but a couple seconds were able to come off the penalty, so just 12 seconds now remaining on the penalty to McManus. Jack getting set to take another neutral zone faceoff. Jack's able to push it forward. And again, offside's called. A few more seconds are able to come off the penalty, though, so 9 seconds remain on the penalty.
Guarantee if he comes up the box.
And Jack Tepper will get to set another neutral zone faceoff. James Tepper hits that one offsides. Ref says it is good onside. Wachusett has it in their own zone, but the penalty has expired. Back to 5-on-5 now. Good job of Tyler Boris, able to intercept that pass. James tries to go back to him. He gets it to him. Sorry, that's Cole Russo in there. That skips over the defensive stick. That's Leonis, and it's going to come back out to Tom Belbin. James Tepper can't get it all the way into the zone. Wachusett gets the clear. Tom Belbin has it now, and he's starting to bring up ice. Across the red line he goes and dumps it in, being chased down by Russo. Russo plays that man. James Tepper's there to help. And Leonis is going to get that one towards the net. Stopped by a Wachusett player now who has possession inside the zone. That passes ahead, but too far. Tom Belbin's going to pick it up, throw it back in. That comes all the way around. James Tepper forechecking on that now. James Tepper able to run through that man. Gets back out to Russo. James Tepper has it back in the corner now. He sends it up for Belbin. Belbin shoots one towards the net. Got deflected into the corner. Wachusett goes to get the clear on that. They can't get it all the way out. Anthony has possession of it. He's going to throw it all the way back in. That gets cleared ahead, but gloved down by Tyler Boris. Wachusett has it in the zone now. Now Anthony's going to pick it up inside the zone. Anthony makes it ahead for Liam. Liam has it. He leaves it over for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris entering the zone now. He gets a shot. Tyler Boris with a shot off stride, but it went just wide. Went out to Liam, who tried to leave it back for Tyler Boris. He lost the puck now. Wachusett trying to get it out. Wachusett is able to chip the puck out of the zone, but to Shrewsbury. Persicino has it, and he picks it up. Persicino's across the red line now. He enters the offensive zone. Persicino on his forehand brings it around the net. Persicino leaves it for Tyler Boris. Tyler Boris puts on the shot. He goes back to Persicino. Persicino's able to keep it in. Persicino shoots from the point. That went wide, and Cam Mullen's going to come in. He keeps it in. Couldn't get it all the way to Liam, though, so Mullen's still digging for the puck. Wachusett pushes it forward, but Anthony's there to pick it up at the point. Anthony moves around one player, gets into the slot, shoots. That goes wide. Liam picks it up behind the net. Liam does lose possession of the puck. Wachusett's able to get the clear. That might go for an ice. It just gets across the goal line. It does. 8:05 remaining here in the third period. 2-2 here in Westboro, and the puck's going to come all the way back into the Wachusett zone. Both Quinlevins on that shift, creating some good chances for themselves. Tyler Boris had a good opportunity too. But to no avail, and now Holloway, Albertson, and O'Connor will come onto the ice for Shrewsbury. Wachusett wins that face-off. They're coming up ice now. It's McManus and Belbin, the defenseman. Puck gets chipped in. Shaughnessy comes out to play it. Puts it head on his forehand over to Holloway. Puck is still loose. O'Connor can't chip it all the way forward, but it does end up out of the zone off Holloway's stick. And that'll go down for an ice. Puck's coming all the way back into the Shrewsbury zone. Tepper Russo coming up for the Colonials. It'll still be Tom Belbin and McManus back on D. That's one back, and Jack will get there. Jack on his backhand looking to go over to James, but he can't get the race. Now Wachusett has it. Wachusett trying to walk it over, but it ends up in the corner. Jack's able to intercept that pass and then give it up to James. James has it coming up ice now. He walks it over to the slot. Pushes it forward. Now Cole Russo's going to pick it up the corner. Russo leaves it to James. James sends it up, and Tom Belbin's going to get it at the point. He gives it back down to James. He couldn't stick handle around that player. And then it's chipped just out. McManus plays it over, and Russo's going to put it back into the zone. Wachusett with possession just inside their own zone now. They chip it forward, and they're coming up ice. They chip it all the way in. Go for the line change, so McManus is going to have time to make a play with 7 minutes here remaining in the game. McManus ahead for James Tepper, who tries to chip it in. Wachusett gets the clear. That goes up and out of play. 6:48 remaining here in the third period. We'll have a neutral zone faceoff. O'Connor, Holloway, and Albertson back out for Shrewsbury. Persicino and Fleonis back on D. Wachusett wins that faceoff. But then Holloway's able to get a piece of that and keep it in the zone. O'Connor's able to swipe it away. Now O'Connor has it behind the net. He leaves it for Albertson. Albertson overskated it. Now Wachusett has it. They go for the clear. It hops over Fleonis' stick. And it'll go for an ice with 6.5 minutes remaining here in the third period. Pucks can come all the way back into the Wachusett zone. And Quinlivan, and Boris are going to come onto the ice for the Colonials. Still Fleonis and Persicino back at the point. Anthony wins that back. Tyler Boris leaves it for Persicino. Persicino's going to chip it ahead. Gets it over for Anthony. Anthony on his backhand goes to his forehand, shoots. Blocked by Wachusett. Now Wachusett has it coming up on a 3-on-3. That's Liam Como carrying the puck up. Persicino's able to poke it away. Como kept possession of it for a second. Now Anthony picked it up. Now it's a 2-on-1 with the Quinlivans. Liam has the puck on the right side. He shoots and scores. (3-2) Shrewsbury with 6:10 remaining here in the third period. That's Quinlivan from Quinlivan. And the Colonials take their first lead of the game. Anthony up at the top, his man on that face-off, so Liam will pick it up. Liam gains the red line and then dumps it in. Tyler Boris was credited with an assist on that play. Good keep in there. Tyler Boris has it now. Walks it over. Dishes it over to Anthony. Anthony stick handles around looking for a better opportunity. Anthony walks into the high slot, shoots. That deflected off of Wachusett, skate right off the shot. Now Tyler Boris will get the rebound. Tyler Boris looking to make space for himself. He shoots. That also got blocked. Barely kept in there. Good job by Fleonis, but then it's taken out of the zone by Boris. Boris can't get around that player, but he ends up with the puck. He gets it over to Persicino. Persicino's going to dump it in, then it's going to be chased down by James Tepper. James overskated the puck, so Wachusett picks it up in their zone. They try to put it forward, but Jack Tepper's able to block that pass attempt. Wachusett with the puck in the own zone now, being chased down by Jack Tepper. Now Caruso forechecking in there. That went off the ref skate, now Wachusett bringing it out of his zone. James Tepper was able to get in front of that. He got stood up, and now Wachusett had an opportunity to chip it out of the zone, but they chip it into their own bench. So the faceoff should come back into the Wachusett zone with just under 5 minutes remaining here in the third period, with the Colonials up 1 goal on Wachusett. It'll still be Tepper, and Russo up for Shrewsbury. Ken Mullen is with Tom Belbin at the point. Jack wins it back to Mullen. Mullen has it. Gets it over to James. James shoots from the slot. That got blocked. The second effort gets blocked too, and now Wachusett has it. James is able to poke it away, but Wachusett gets it out of the zone. It's going to be chased down by Tom Belbin. Belbin takes it behind his net. He's able to shut off that one player and then send it all the way around for James Tepper. James Tepper catches that pass and then gets it ahead for Jack. Jack Tepper enters the offensive zone now. He shoots. That shot was high and wide. James overskated it, but Cam Mullen has him. He'll throw it back into the corner. Good safe play from there from Cam Mullen. Belbin's going to get that after it left his zone. Put it back in. A delayed offsides for Shrewsbury. And as Caruso pokes it forward, that'll be called offsides with 4:13 remaining here in the third period. Puck's going to be just outside the Wachusett zone. Peter Belbin, Danny Holloway, and Sam O'Connor are coming out to the ice for Shrewsbury, looking to maintain this 1-goal lead. O'Connor wins the faceoff back to Persicino. O'Connor's been good on faceoff so far this afternoon. Holloway's chasing it down. McManus kept it in, but then put it off of Wachusett's skate. So Persicino's going to have to throw it back in. Peter Belbin's able to get a piece of that pass. Wachusett gets it out, though. O'Connor's able to intercept that, puts it off the ref skate, still fighting to put it back in. Got it, and Wachusett tried to get it out, but good job by Peter Belvin to glove down that clear attempt. Now Wachusett has it behind the net. Danny Holloway with a good forecheck there. Now Wachusett has it coming up ice on a 2-on-2. They're going to dump it in. It's on net. Shaughnessy gloves it, plays it to the side where it's picked up by Persicino. Persicino leaves it back from McManus. McManus is going to get there with 3.5 minutes remaining in the game. McManus ships it out of the zone. Not far enough for Sam McManus, so Wachusett's going to throw it back in where the race is going to be won by Persicino. Persicino sends it along for Holloway. Holloway's able to get out of the zone. That gets by Wachusett's skate. Now it's being chased down by Tyler Boris. It's going to be no ice. Tyler Boris takes a shot. Good job by Jackson King to come out, make a save. He was able to take the angle. Anthony Quinlivan couldn't quite get to the rebound. Then it's cleared back in, no ice. Tyler Boris wins the race to it with just 3 minutes remaining here in the game. Tyler Boris able to get around a couple players. Now Tyler Boris is coming up ice. He's all alone as he approaches two Wachusett defensemen, so Tyler Boris is just going to throw it in. Goes all the way to the opposite corner where it's going to be chased by Quinlivan. Liam's on that man now. He checks him, and Tyler Boris is able to pick up the puck and give it back to him. Liam gets around that player, loses the puck though. Almost gets it back. Wachusett was able to get it. They got it out of the zone. Tom Belbin went to stop it with his skate and then went into the Wachusett bench. There's 2:38 remaining here in the third period. Faceoff's going to be just outside the Wachusett zone. Quinlivan and Boris were out. They're coming off the ice now as Tepper and Russo come on. Ken Mullen is back there on D with Tom Belbin. Jack Tepper said take Ruso's on face-off. He wins it forward. Able to get a stick on it. Wachusett can't break it out cleanly. Ken Mullen's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. He looks to put it back in, but that went off of Wachusett's Wachusett stick and back into the Wachusett zone, bench. 2:30 remaining here in the third period. We'll have another neutral zone face-off. Connor Delaney, the left wing out there with Jack Tepper and Cole Russo right now. Wachusett has that now, and they're coming in on a 2-on-2. Player gets around Mullen, thrown wide of the net. Delaney looking to tie up that player who sends it back down low. Tom Belbin's able to get a piece of him. Delaney's going to look to clear it around to the corner. Russo chasing after it. That player couldn't handle it cleanly, and Russo was able to push it out. Couldn't get a break, but was able to get the puck out of the zone all the way into the Wachusett zone. Good job by Russo to keep his feet moving and work the puck all the way back down to the other side of the ice. Russo pushes it forward now, and Delaney chasing after that player, moves around into the corner. Wachusett coming up ice with it now. That breakup pass just hopped over that player, next move all the way down. No ice, and the player was able to at least get a stick on it. Tom Belbin and that man tied up right now in the corner. Wachusett has possession, then loses it. That player didn't know the puck was passed to him. Puck gets out of the zone. There's 1:40 remaining here in the third period. And Liam Quinlivan's going to go to the box here with 1:36 remaining in the game. It's 3-2 Shrewsbury, but Shrewsbury is going to be on the penalty kill for the remainder of this game. The trainer coming out to check on this player, and we'll be back in a minute. We are back here in Westboro. Liam Quinlivan has been assessed a 5-minute major penalty for boarding, which means even if Wachusett scores here on this power play, the Colonials are still going to be shorthanded. It's Anthony and Tyler Boris out to kill the penalty for Shrewsbury. There's 1:36 remaining. Tyler Boris is able to clear the puck all the way down. Wachusett looking to pull their goalie soon, which would make it a 6-on-4. Wachusett wraps it around. Tyler Boris is on that. Gets pushed ahead, and Tyler Boris has it, and he's going to put it back into the corner. 1:20 now remaining in the game. Again, the Colonials are going to be on the penalty kill for the entirety of this game. That pass was caught. Wachusett just enters the zone now. We're able to get it ahead and work it into the slot. That shot gets forward. Shaughnessy is able to push it to the side. Wachusett behind the net now. Wachusett has pulled the goalie. They get it out in front. Shaughnessy pushes it ahead. It's loose now. Behind the net now. It comes out to the point. 6-on-4 now as Wachusett has pulled their goalie. Wachusett now has it. It's Liam Como at the point. Anthony was able to get a piece of that pass. Connell gets ahead. He sends it forward. That's going to be all the way down. Is it on net? It is. 40 seconds remaining, and the Colonials take a 4-2 lead. Connell Persipino is going to get the credit for that goal on his backhand. Good job by the Colonials on that penalty kill down on a 6-on-4, not giving up any quality chances. Colonials, though, still on a penalty kill, for the rest of this game. There are still 40 seconds left, so Wachusett does have enough time to score 2 goals if they can put them in quick. It'll be Russo and Jack Tepper on the ice for Shrewsbury. Still Persicino out with Tom Belbin. Tepper wins it back to Persicino. Persicino's going to get the clear.
Shrewsbury goal scored by number 9, Colonel Persicino.
Wachusett gets it up. Wachusett bringing it up ice now. Persicino sticking with that man. It's on net, but Shaughnessy's able to cover it up. 22 seconds remaining here in the game. Again, the Colonials still holding on to a 2-goal lead now. Wachusett has again pulled their goalie, so it'll be 6-on-4. McMahon is coming on to join Tom Belbin. Jack Tepper looking to take a defensive zone faceoff. Wachusett wins it. They're in the slot. That backhand shot is blocked out in front. It's loose out front. Jack Tepper's going to win the race to it. Jack Tepper's able to push forward and out of the zone. There are just over 10 seconds remaining here. Wachusett has possession of the puck in the neutral zone. Good job of Caruso able to get a piece of that and slow down the player. Wachusett stick handling right now. They enter the zone. Only a couple seconds left now. That shot's on net. Shaughnessy's going to cover it up. And there's exactly 1 second here remaining in the game. So even if Wachusett's able to somehow score a goal off this face-off, the Colonials will come away with a victory here at North Star. Liam Quinlivan half hanging out of the box, ready to celebrate with his teammates. Puck is dropped. Jack Tepper sits down on it. And that'll be all here for Westboro. The final score is going to be Shrewsbury 4, Wachusett 2. Shrewsbury improves to 7-1-on-1 on the season. They're still undefeated in Roy Conference play. And their next game is going to be next Saturday at 6 p.m. That's January 20th against Algonquin. We hope to see you there.